what do you think the Dark Souls of ice cream is?
Dark Souls of ice cream. If I've got to say, no, I was gonna say like pistachio, right? But I actually really like that. I'm trying to think of some
Right.
weird, like, not
I
great
think
flavors. I think.
mint chocolate chip because you it's difficult to enjoy, and if you do like it, there's something wrong with you.
Okay, one, die. Mint chocolate chip is great. Two,
It's not
here's the
okay,
thing.
keep going.
I have the objectively correct answer, and it's bubblegum. People get bubblegum ice cream because it sounds great in concept, right? Like you got an ice cream, it's bubblegum. Everyone likes gum, and you got ice cream. Pretty much everyone likes ice cream unless you're lactose intolerant. If then, you kind of suck, dude.
Right.
But like you're like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this this bubblegum ice cream, right? And you bite into it, and the gum's rock solid. It's never fun, never fun. And I think
Wait,
it's
so
like,
bubblegum ice cream has bubblegum in it?
yeah, some one like in general, like the thing, like even the bubblegum aside, the flavor kind of sucks.
But you can't put gum in ice cream. I feel like because then you can't digest it, or you can't swallow it.
Yeah, you're supposed to chew it. Like I've had bubblegum ice cream when I was like really young.
Oh,
So I was like, bubblegum ice cream, that sounds amazing. Let me order it. It was just ice cream that had like little like thing like cubes of like gum in it, and
oh,
it
that's
was
so
just
weird.
never great.
It's
It's
like I think bubble gum is one of those flavors like birthday cake where like it doesn't
Mhm,
really describe anything. Like birthday cake isn't a flavor, it's a thing. And
mhm.
bubble gum's not a flavor, it's a thing, right? But we have flavors for bubble gum and birthday cake, right? And I think that's
Mhm. I mean,
something we're not ready to confront as a society, but you know, I'll leave it
I
at that.
it's like I think flavors in general are just weird because like the thing about how like bananas aren't really bananas. Like
No?
you ever have like banana candy and it doesn't taste like a banana and you're like, what is this, right?
Right?
Um,
What is this? Is it not banana?
so turns out banana flavoring does taste like bananas, but it tastes like an old, virtually extinct banana. So if
Yo,
I
what?
remember correctly, the modern banana is called a Cavendish banana,
Mm-hmm.
named after William Cavendish, the sixth Duke of Devonshire, right? And that's the one you see. It's like the yellow, like
Yeah, the long
woo,
one, yeah.
the long one.
Curve.
But up
But
until the 50s, the main banana that was eaten was the Gros Michel banana. It's also known as Big Mike.
the gross Michelle banana?
Well, Gros Michel, Michel, right? So
Okay, I thought you
that
were
that was
throwing
the
insults
banana.
out there for a sec.
So that's a banana that everyone really likes, right? That's what everyone
Right.
traditionally really liked.
The flavor. Is it's like sweeter, is it? Or
Yeah, I think it was like sweeter. But like what happened is they're still grown everywhere. But in like the 50s, there was the Panama disease. It was like pretty much like a wilt, and a lot of the bananas were infected, and a lot of the plantations were just completely wiped out. And
except for the Cavendish bananas.
yeah, like people were
Ooh.
still growing the Gros Michel bananas like where they could, but then since it was so like at risk, they just made a banana that was resistant to like the Panama disease, which is the Cavendish banana. So
Oh,
every
so
single time like
okay.
you have like banana like candy, you're always like it doesn't really taste like bananas, right? It's because it tastes like Gros Michel bananas, not Cavendish bananas, and that's my banana fact
Wow.
for you. I've been holding this
That's
one in for a long time.
here's a banana fact. The monkeys, they eat the bananas, they open them from the bottom, but to the monkey that's the top.
Why don't the monkeys just eat it plain, like all at once? Like, why
Because
can't you
you're
just
not
eat the
supposed
banana
to eat
peel?
because it's like you can't digest it.
Uh, you can't.
The monkeys know that you
Yeah,
cannot digest the banana peel.
I'm pretty sure you can eat the entire banana peel.
There's a reason why like you take the banana. They don't eat the. I mean, you could. It's. I'm sure your body could digest it, but in the same way that I don't bite into an orange and gobble that up whole. You know.
See, I just think that not eating the banana peel, I mean, I don't do it, so I probably shouldn't talk, is just an example of Western capitalist society and why
Maybe.
it sucks.
Do you eat your apples like the whole thing?
Yes, I don't eat the stem. I eat everything.
You do?
Everything.
I don't. I'm scared of
I don't eat the
apples.
sticker though. I don't eat the
I'm
sticker.
I'm scared of the little. You know, at the bottom of an apple.
Mm-hmm.
There's like those little like leaf like flaps at the bottom.
Oh, like the disgusting little bits.
It's I don't know if it's disgusting. I just don't like how it looks. It kind of scares me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but like it gives me when I think about it or when I hold an apple, it
Mm-hmm.
gives me a sense of dread and it fills me with anxiety. I don't know
You're
why.
so extra.
No,
Here's the
no.
thing.
The rest of the
Sometimes
apples, I'm
I think it
fine with
depends
like
on the
everything
apple.
else.
It depends on the apple because for some of them I do cut out like the bottom bit or the top bit if it's just annoying. But for most banana apples, I do eat the whole thing because like might as well, right?
Like, so I wash my apples before I eat them. I have like paper towel and I form a little cone with the paper towel and I put it in like in the top and the bottom, right, to clean it. Not a cone, like a little like Q-tip, like a little wedge, so I can go into like the top and bottom, right?
Oh, I thought
And
you were
then I
like making a
twist it.
cone and then putting the banana in the cone. I was like
No,
trying to
no,
like
no.
I was like,
And
what are you talking
I
about?
put it in there and then I twist it and like you pull it out and there's like black gunk and stuff. I'm like, oh, gross.
I think you just get
You
bad
know,
bananas, man, or
I'm talking
apples.
about
What
apples.
I said apples. I never said
All
banana.
right, all
I
right.
literally never said banana.
You know,
Why do you keep on
fix it.
talking? Why do you keep bringing them up?
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in
Now,
post.
now going back to mint chocolate chip because I'm not over it. Mint is not a flavor for dessert. It's not a flavor for meals. It's a
That is.
flavor. It's a flavor for making your breath smell good, and that's about it. I mean, you can put like mint on like lamb or something, but even then, it's like what like mint jelly. You're gonna tell me like a real person is gonna eat mint jelly? Mint jelly. Oh, I love my mint jelly. Like it's disgusting.
Like,
It's a it should be looked down upon. It's not, and I think that's an issue.
I
I
think mint. I think mint is overrated. But no, I don't
oh
agree with you.
okay.
I think mint is a good flavor for desserts just because it adds a little like how not spice like very literally not spice, but it's like it's interesting, right? Cool, refreshing. You get a little
I don't know.
mint.
Like junior mints, I just think are awful.
How's the
Um,
Girl Scout cookies?
those are thin mints. Junior mints
Oh,
like the little tiny like patties that have like
oh,
a little whipping in them, and it's like mint. I think
after eight.
we might have. I've never had like a mint flavored hot chocolate is also gross. Like I
You
don't want to. Is that what after eight is? I don't know. But there's like,
no, it's like
I think there
wafers.
should be a person. I might have talked about this before, and they're the authority on what tastes good and what tastes bad. And it's just some person randomly selected, and you
Every
give them a
year or
strawberry. Not me. I'm not going to take the burden, right?
mm-hmm.
Just some random person, and you give them a banana, and they say, "This is good," and then bananas are good, and then you give them mint chocolate chip, and you know whatever God wills, they say, "Oh, it's good, it's bad," right? That's
Mm-hmm.
the objective truth about mint chocolate chip ice cream, and then we don't have to debate about
Yeah.
what tastes good and what tastes bad, right? Because we'll know.
You want to hear an objective truth real quick? I'm gonna hit you with a brain blast right now.
Yeah, brain blast me.
Objectively speaking, if there was someone, they'd have a sip of like sparkling water and they'd say it's awful. I don't get
Yeah.
why people like sparkling water. I'm gonna be honest here. Carbonated drinks suck. Sparkling
First of
water
all,
sucks. Here's the thing.
first of
No, 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 no. I will end you. I feel bad for anyone wearing headphones. I will. You
That's what I have
are
to say
the
about that.
worst.
That's what I have to say about that. Okay. First of all,
Like,
sparkling water doesn't have flavor because it's
ugh!
water.
It sucks. It sucks. No one likes drinking it. No one likes drinking it. You just want to
I like
pretend that
drinking
you're
it.
cool, and so you drink it. Just drink normal water. What? Stop being such a loser where you need to find some sort of quirky personality trait. And you're like, you know what? For my quirky personality trait, I'm gonna drink sparkling
Quirky.
water. No one likes it.
There's nothing
Like
quirky about sparkling
I'm getting
water.
heated right now, but it sucks.
I.
It's like Pop Rocks except horrible, awful.
It's just sparkling. It's like water, but it's more. It's active. It's fun. You know.
Like
I mean, drink water. Water is like it's kind of boring. Like it's
no, I
good.
hate you.
But sparkling water, it's a little pizzazz in my mouth, you know? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, just drink water?
Here's the thing, right? Like I feel like I'm not too big of a fan on soda anymore. Partly because like it's good, but at the same time it's also like not that healthy, and also like it is overrated. I feel like I've gotten kind of sick of it. But at the same
Yeah.
time, like I remember I was at Sound of Music, right, downtown Burlington. I was walking down, and someone was like giving out like drinks, and I'm like, okay, I'll have like some of this. It looks like interesting. I had a sip of it. It was sparkling water. I'm immediately disgusted. My day was ruined. Um,
Yeah.
I wanted to drown myself.
Hmm.
And speaking of drowning myself, I feel like waterboarding, sparkling waterboarding.
That would be worse. No, I agree with you there. That because they get in your nose and it'd be like it would tingle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I like I don't know. I like soda, but I don't drink a lot of soda because it's like not good for you or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But you
And
drink
so I
sparkling water.
find because it's
Shut
just
up.
water.
Shut up. You
Okay.
don't. You get an opinion. You don't get an opinion.
Oh, you know what we didn't do? I don't think
The intro.
we.
I was thinking
we
about that.
okay. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 17 of the Mostly Mediocre podcast. I'm your co-host Henry, aficionado of sparkling water. With me today, as always,
Is Yash, um, the ender of sparkling water enjoyers, um, enjoyer of what do I enjoy?
flat
Whole
water,
apples, flat.
whole
Don't say
apples.
flat water. So okay,
Still,
the intro done. Intro done. Speaking of flat, hot take: flat soda tastes better than fizzy soda.
oh, whoa, no,
Yes, yes,
no.
no,
Now
no, no,
you're just no.
no.
Let me talk.
This isn't me trying to rile
All
up a
right,
reaction
you
here.
give me your reasoning, and then I will counter, and we'll have a civilized debate.
Okay, this is kind of related to another opinion of mine of that soda always tastes better out of glass than plastic
Okay,
and
okay.
or metal. And then two, I think like no one I feel like the novelty of fizzy soda just gets stale so quickly. I don't drink soda for the fizz, if anything. It's just more of a hindrance. You can't drink it all at once. You just get like the weird like little sort of feeling where it's like it's gonna fizz up, right? In like your throat or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. It's been a
Yeah,
while since I
the
had soda.
fizz. Yeah.
So I'd rather just have flat soda because it still tastes fine. I prefer it, even. I'll have like one sip of it being fizzy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'd rather wait till this is flat. When I was a kid, I used to well, this is also because like soda tastes better in India. That's also a confirmation thing. I think they probably
Yeah.
just have less regulations there,
Yeah.
health regulations, so the soda just tastes better. But I would like sometimes like open my soda, shake it, open it, shake it, and then put it in the fridge, and then wait for a while, and then drink it after it gets like flat. I used to do that.
Open it, shake
Well,
it,
like I'd like
put it in the fridge.
I'd like have it like get all fizzy. I'd be like shaking it, opening it, right? So like all the fizz gets out, like explodes, blah blah blah, blah, and then I just like let it settle and then become flat and put it in like the fridge until it becomes flat, then drink it.
See,
That's why I don't like
that's
cans
like,
because you can't do that in a
have
can.
you ever had like a a flat Mountain Dew?
Well, Mountain Dew kind of is over. I don't. Mountain Dew is awful.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
But
think
like,
like I only really drink like Coca Cola or Pepsi, which I want. As a kid, I used to like Pepsi more or Coca Cola more, but I think I'm more of a Pepsi guy.
okay, I soda is like, it's good because it's, I mean, obviously it's sweet and the flavor is like good, right? But like the fizz is what makes it, you know, if you had the choice between selling a flat Coke and a regular Coke, you know, people are gonna buy the fizzy bubbly, right?
Yeah,
Because
because
that's
people are
what
stupid. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about myself. I'm just saying that it just sucks.
it doesn't. You're wrong.
Oh, so you're saying I'm wrong. Is there another reason why you feel motivated to say I'm wrong that
don't
might
don't
not be looked upon by
don't
well
spin this. Don't spin this.
narrative?
This is a This is a sparkling versus still debate.
Okay, yeah. What's your thing? Oh, I like fizzy drink. I am 12. Wah.
I'm 12. Okay, that's a low blow because I'm not 12.
You still eat
I'm
Lunchables?
actually 12 and a half. Turn my birthday is coming up. Do I like Lunchables? What did you say to me?
Yeah, that was. I was gonna say that to like say like, oh, are you 12? And I realized I think I still kind of like
Okay,
Lunchables,
here.
so I
So
take that back.
what about you? Beer? Do you like beer?
No, I
You a
don't
beer
drink
guy?
that. I don't really drink.
Vodka. What about vodka soda?
I don't really drink.
I guess you wouldn't like vodka soda.
No. I
Okay,
mean, it
so
has
nothing.
soda. It has soda in the name, so regardless of it being alcohol, I wouldn't like it.
That's just. It just makes it. It's like makes it more fun to drink
Yeah, but
because it adds another dimension to the experience. Like there's the flavor. That's one dimension of enjoying a beverage. But then you add this like it brings a drink into the third. Okay, so let's say
like here's the
flat.
thing.
No, no,
Like
no,
I
no,
here's
no.
the thing.
I
I don't
cracked it.
think.
I cracked it.
When does anyone ever
No,
enjoy
no, no.
drinking?
Listen. So
People don't like
a
when you
drink is
drink. Do
two
you drink to
dimensional.
enjoy it, or do you drink to get drunk?
I can drink to enjoy.
Yeah,
There's lots
you're
of good
also
drinks out there.
okay. I forgot you're stupid.
I'm not stupid. Listen.
Do we have to phone a friend? I think we have to phone a friend here to end off
No,
that debate. But
I have a point I need to talk about. And like a
hit me.
regular beverage is two dimensional, right? It's a
Yeah.
fluid. It's flat, and the only dimension of it is the flavor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But
Yeah.
when you have a sparkling beverage, you bring that liquid into the third dimension.
Okay. Here's a counterpoint.
So
We all like movies, right? I like movies. Do you like movies?
I like
Now, do you
movies.
like 3D movies?
Yeah.
No, they suck. They just make your eyes hurt. They're drivel. Like they're never great. It's just some shitty cash grab. Because let's be honest here, they're never great. It's like, oh, I can see in two scenes this one guy's like staff come closer to me or something or other. It's like
Yeah, that's when it's done like
it's
to
never
be
gonna.
like they used to make 3D movies to take advantage of 3D, like Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Okay, we watch. No, no.
I had that when I was young, and I got it in 3D, and it came with little plastic glasses, the red and blue. But new 3D, the real 3D technology is like it's better, right? It's more seamless, right?
No, it just makes your eyes hurt. If anything, it's not that great. People don't even use it most of the time.
Listen, your little pathetic small brain that can't take fizz or watch a 3D movie, you know?
Okay, no, I'm calling someone. I'm calling someone.
All right, call who you calling? Who are we
Um,
dialing in to the
we're
podcast?
dialing in.
And what's the question going to be? Sparkling or
Um,
still?
fizzy. I'm thinking
Fizzy or non-fizzy?
fizzy or non-fizzy. Um, let's see here. I could call. See, I was considering calling Ethan, but then I
Right.
remembered it's Ethan. Um,
Oh, so you're worried that like you'll get the opinion that
no,
doesn't
I feel like
agree
no, I
with
feel
you.
like no, I feel like he's too similar to you, like as a person. I'm trying to like think of someone who isn't that similar to either of us.
Okay.
Um, Chris maybe. Chris is a wild card though. Chris is just kind of weird. Um,
Chris is kind of weird. Okay.
okay, I
Okay.
think I might call Alex because uh
But he's a soda enjoyer.
oh
You're opening
wait,
yourself up to danger there.
how do you know that?
Cuz
I'm saying I just did realize he's a soda enjoyer,
cuz he
but
talked about it in the car.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Hey,
okay.
listen, people like soda. Like,
Okay, you know
you
what?
know,
I guess I'm gonna have to take the plunge, even this if this goes the wrong way, and I'm gonna call Ethan.
they call Ethan. And the
I'm
question
gonna
is
call.
fizzy versus
Actually,
flat.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Coincidentally, Alex messaged me, but I feel like
I wonder if
just
you
now about
can
something else.
can you hear this fizzy water?
God, shut up! I will end you. I will rip your teeth out.
A little ASMR, my fizzy water.
Okay. Okay. Call's going. Can you hear everything? I have it on speaker.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah. You'll have to do the communication though.
Hello?
Hello, Ethan.
Yes.
Before I start, you're on the podcast right now, okay?
Oh,
We need you
wonderful.
to settle a sort of argument Henry and I have been having for the past 20 minutes.
A battle
Okay.
of colossals.
He said Henry wants to say Battle of Colossals. That's his input. And it's do you like fizzy drinks? Like, do you like soda? I've been trying to tell Henry about how much they're just overrated and they just suck. I'd rather have flat soda after like the first sip of a fizz. What do you think?
Wait, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
Why would you want to drink flat soda?
And there it is, folks.
No,
that's-
it's
that-
just
that-
so like
that-
I'd rather not drink
that's-
soda at all. But it's like I'll have like a sip of fizz and I'm done because it just sucks.
Why would you want to have flat soda? That's like saying, "Oh, I want to have lukewarm water." That's just gross.
We're done here. We're done here.
That's gross.
I didn't want to call you because you and Henry are too similar.
Tell him. You gotta tell
Is this
him
because
that
of our skin color?
his water is
What?
three-dimensional water.
Henry's big argument. Oh, in the call.
All right, that's okay.
That's it.
You'll hear this later.
Do I call
Listen.
someone else? Do I try calling Chris?
Listen,
Do I
you're gonna
do it?
open yourself up. You're gonna open yourself up to more disappointment because everybody likes fizzy water.
No. Okay, wait. No, I actually do know one person to call, where it might end out well for me, but also, I was thinking Diasha.
You're just trying to stack the odds in your favor.
I'm not
you know?
stacking. Okay, why do you think I'm stacking the odds in my favor? What do you think is the connecting
I'm not
factor between
scared.
me and
I'm
Diasha?
not scared.
Okay, say I know. You know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm not thinking that way because
What's the difference in Diasha and Ethan?
I don't see the world like that. I see the world through the lens of who drinks fizzy water and who doesn't drink the fizzy water.
You know what? I'm calling it. Oh, FaceTime here because I don't know if I have long distance calls on my phone. I can't remember.
Right.
Yikes! This is kind of embarrassing.
It's kind of sad.
Okay.
Maybe you know you don't drink sparkling water.
Let me check one thing. I'm gonna see if there's one more person.
Now, I'll agree that there's areas into which you don't want to extend sparkling water or sparkling drinks. Coffee should never be sparkling.
Never.
Any sort of milk product, don't make that sparkle. But I think most other things are fair game, you know?
Let's see. Right. Let's see. I'm just getting one more person. Like, I don't think sparkling coffee will ever be good. Like, do you know?
It flopped. Starbucks tried to sell it. It kind of flopped.
They did? Okay, that's Starbucks.
Back in like 2009, yeah. But it's, it's like, I just like sparkling water making a beverage sparkling. It brings this dimension to it. This sort of profile of flavor. It activates your taste buds and you can experience the taste of the drink in a way you could never before, which is flat water or flat drink. It's like
I just don't like this 3D argument you have because honestly, it is
true.
stupid.
It's not stupid. It makes
dumb.
perfect sense. What are you talking?
No, it doesn't.
What, you don't think sparkling water is 3D?
No, sparkling water isn't 3D.
Yes, it is. Because it adds another dimension to the drink. The drinking experience, it's very, you sip, you swallow. But when you add a sparkling element, there's a little more funky business going on on the sip, on the swallow, the burp.
But more funkiness doesn't always mean that it's great. I don't think that's not a thing. I don't know what to tell you, but more funkiness doesn't make something inherently better.
You ever heard
I got someone I'm calling. I'm really hoping here that they'll back me up.
Who are we bringing on? All right.
Okay.
Dial.
Okay, let's see if this will finally. If we can get 1-1 on one for each side here.
Okay.
Hello, Simran.
Yes.
You're live on the Mostly Mediocre podcast. So Henry and I have been arguing for 25 minutes on different
Okay.
food and drink based matters, and the one argument we're having is on soda. He's trying to liken soda to 3D water, and I'm trying to tell him that soda sucks, and that after the first sip, I'd rather just have like flat soda. I think soda sucks. Fizzy drinks suck. Sparkling water's awful.
I agree. Sparkling water sucks.
Okay, we're
But,
getting
like-
somewhere here.
But Coke is good. Is that what you mean by soda?
Yeah.
Yeah, Coke is great. 3D. Oh, also calling it 3D water is genius. I'm sorry.
Boom.
That's
See?
so good.
I've been betrayed by both the people I've called. I've never felt so hurt.
I don't think you're gonna get anyone on your side. Coke is literally like so addictive. Who doesn't like Coke? I'm sorry.
Okay, apart from Coke, what about any other soda? Henry tried to bring up Mountain Dew.
Sprite. Talk about Sprite.
Sprite's just sparkling water
yeah,
with
they're
extra
all
steps.
Great.
No, it's not. It's Sprite is good.
Yeah,
McDonald's
but Sprite has like flavor. No, I guess sparkling
Boom.
water also has flavor. I don't know. Something about Sprite is good. It kind of like hurts your throat a little bit.
Yeah.
It's great. I'm on your side though. I don't like sparkling water.
Okay, at least we got sparkling water settled. Thank you, Simran,
We didn't get it settled.
for having
Don't say that.
a fair amount of just reason.
Thank you.
50%. Help you out.
Yeah, 50% is better than 0. The other person I called completely betrayed me. But thank you once again.
No problem. Hope you find someone who's on your side.
Hopefully.
See, I think that drinking a Sprite is kind of like a little masochistic, you know? It's like self-flogging. You know? Like a McDonald's Sprite. It's kind of like, it hits you, you know? It's kind of like, it's a little like a challenge, you know? Like you open
I don't like
yourself
the
up to-
self-flogging sort of thing.
No?
I don't know. It's like, okay. It just sounds weird that you're trying to liken, and you said you enjoy it though, like you drink it. So you
I don't
say
drink
you enjoy.
Sprite. I haven't bought in soda and brought it to my home in so long.
Uh-huh.
But
That's a lie.
You know,
I don't trust.
no,
you.
I buy sparkling water. I don't buy soda.
Yeah, and okay, another person who admittedly once again is not on my side, but when we were going up to a cottage like a week or two ago, we were with one of my friends, Alex, and he was calling sparkling water Italian dinner water or something.
Yeah, like some sort of a
Like once again, it's just water with extra steps, and I don't get it.
yeah. Well, that's not true because in Italy, there's sparkling water that comes out of the ground.
Yeah, and in Italy, they fought people in arenas. So
What's your point?
they have spaghetti in
Yeah,
Italy.
spaghetti's great. What's your
Okay, yeah, no,
what
the
kind of
spaghetti
argument
thing
is
was kind of
that?
stupid.
Spaghetti.
I was trying to think of
Look at
something.
you. Yeah, because there's nothing
Um,
Italians make great things. Pasta, pizza, polio. You know, like all great things.
They surrender a lot though. They don't have any guts.
Twice.
Probably good that they
Not
surrendered.
even really. Kind of.
It was good the second time, I guess, but
Because they put that guy in a meat hook. He didn't like sparkling water.
oh, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of gutted that
All right,
both
listen,
the
we
people I
can-
called betrayed me.
We can put a little clip on this one
Yeah,
and
move on to other foods and
you know,
drinks.
agree to disagree on.
I
sparkling
agree
water
that the
being a
next time I
good
see you in
beverage.
person, I will end you. There will be no episode. There will be no episode 58 of the Most Mediocre podcast because I
Yeah.
single-handedly ended you and then waterboarded you with sparkling water. Just put
What a
you
way
in the ground.
I would just drink it all up. You know.
Yep. I guess speaking of waterboarding, I am very disappointed that when we went up to the cottage, no one waterboarded me.
I don't think you understand the severity of waterboarding a person.
I don't think it'll
It's
be
just
that bad
drowning
with extra steps,
with extra steps.
and you can't really die because
You
it's
can,
simulating drowning.
I
That's
think
why
you
they do
could
it to
die.
torture. You don't want to kill your informant. That's why you waterboard them.
Uh, whoa.
What do
I
you mean,
mean,
whoa?
what? I mean, that's pretty heavy. I mean, like, I wouldn't trust like what an informant's gonna say after you've had them in a room for 7 days and given them no food and waterboarded them. Doesn't really
No,
give
I
a
would trust them because they don't want to be waterboarded again.
yeah. So they'll say whatever you want to hear.
Yeah, but that's a risk I'm willing to
You
take.
know, I put you on a table. I waterboard you for 7 days straight. You're gonna be saying sparkling water is your favorite thing in the world.
No, I wouldn't. I would. I'd rather bite
You
out my own
break on
tongue.
day one, all
I'd
right,
bite out my own tongue.
and then I'd have you nod.
Here's. I like. Here's the thing, right? If it can't kill you, then why are you afraid of it? Right?
What?
Like some people bungee jump. That's like waterboarding. That's like falling off a bridge with extra steps,
Yeah, but
right?
like bungee jumping wouldn't ever kill you.
I mean, it could.
I think it would be the ground.
Oh wait, no, that's against my. That's also against my own argument. No, shut up. No, I didn't say that. Um,
All right.
I think like out of all torture, I think I could survive waterboarding.
Out
You,
of all
not so
torture,
much.
no,
Like,
I'd fold pretty quickly.
how
If they
how
put
long do you think you'd last though? How long do you think you'd
I
last?
I've seen videos of people like oh I can do it, and they like after like 30 seconds they're done. I don't know. You put me in the punishment box, I'd crack pretty quickly.
The punishment box.
Like
Uh,
like those like because the big tactic is like stress
oh, the
positions,
like the
right?
sensory deprivation tank.
Not even just like it's like a box that's just a little too small for a person to sit in comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like those stress positions, like you have to flex your muscles in a certain way or like condense yourself, or else you're putting pressure against the walls, right? Or they make you stand in like what's called like tension positions or pressure positions, right? So you're always sort of flexing a muscle, or it's just like slightly uncomfortable, but you're
Mm-hmm.
there for like hours at a time, right? So it just sort of builds up to this like breaking point because it's meant to break you, right?
Yeah.
Like I
Now,
don't want that.
now
Get me
speaking,
out of
just
there.
just one more thing. I was just searching up waterboarding, and this is one of the first times I've been onioned by a site blafo.com because I was looking at images of waterboarding. And I saw waterboard your child for better grades,
Yeah.
and I'm happy to find out that this was, as I thought, an onion thing, right? But here they have a very very compelling argument here. It's like
Which is
did we ever talk on the podcast about our neo draconian super society, our
we
lashing
did
based one?
episode 2. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we went too much into the lashings, but it's the same sort of thing. Because I'm reading this here. So they're talking about you waterboard your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So parents who have waterboard in the past have found that even mentioning the word waterboarding can immediately change a child's grades. Something as simple as the sound of water pouring from a faucet can send a previously moody child into a paroxysm of rigid attention to schoolwork.
Oh, wow.
One, if this is awful, if it was once again, it is an Onion article, but that just sounds awful abusing your kid.
Yeah.
But
I'm guessing they're like likening it to beating your children.
and if it's being likened to beating your children, I could take a few punches. So I think I could
What?
take waterboarding.
I
That might be a stretch.
Here's a hot take, I could be abused. I can take a few from the team.
Okay. Actually, I'm kind of
Um,
liking this torture sword trend, right?
my
Um,
I watched this movie, Adam Driver, something like The Report or whatever.
oh, I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet, but
the
yeah, I know what
Prime
you're talking
movie, and the plot was like he sort of was on a committee responsible for like going through documents and uncovering the
about.
story of like the torture programs at black sites across the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the people who sort of like engineered this system, they weren't even like doctors
Mm-hmm.
or like they had like no experience. They were just like a couple of dudes and they just sort of like invented like this system of like torturing people. And one of the big people in the system was like MBS, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his what he said was like he said some ridiculous stuff. Like he told
Would you
them
say
like whatever.
redonkulous even?
I think his claims were redonkulous. It was like, oh, we're gonna blow up the Capitol building or something. It was like ridiculous stuff. That like
Mm-hmm.
just whatever they wanted to hear. Because like you're gonna tell them like you
Mm-hmm.
put me on the table and like put the sparkling water. I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I think that a Truman Show style torture device is a lot better because they don't even know they're being tortured
I mean, how can you not know you're being tortured though?
because you just give up the information willingly.
Oh, okay, I guess.
I guess it's not torture,
Mm-hmm.
more information. If that's the goal, right? Like, is it torture or is it trying to get the info, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we're getting the info, you gotta get these guys, you gotta get in their good side, little
Uh-huh.
gossip, hot goss with MBS.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm looking here. Okay, let me see this here. Do you think you could last? How long do you think you could last for the goat tickle torture? Now, tickle
Goat?
torture, you're like, okay, that doesn't sound tickling. Doesn't sound that bad. But what they do is they like tie. I'm for the audience. I'm like miming this out for our webcam.
Yeah.
But they like tie you to like a table or like a chair or whatever, right? They put your
Okay.
feet together, and then they like put salt on your foot, like wet it, and then stick salt on it so it like stays there. And then they get a goat to lick the salt because apparently goats like doing that, and goats' tongues are like barbed, right?
Oh no.
So it just be like ripping at your foot. How long do you think you'd last?
I mean, till my skin starts coming off, I guess.
Okay.
But like,
Once
like,
again, how resilient do you think your skin is?
here's the question: like, just like the stretching rack we talked about in all about the torture episode, for a few seconds, maybe a minute or two, even, it's gonna be kind of fun.
So you think you'd enjoy getting your foot be licked by a goat?
It's gonna tickle, like it's gonna be like, this is funny, because it had, right? It hasn't set in yet that the goat is gonna lick your feet off, right? To the bone, right? And so for a little bit, you're like, look at these chumps. They're gonna go to lick my feet,
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like,
okay. This one's just awful.
no.
I think we talked about this one too. We talked about the rack, but I'm looking at the rat torture.
Oh yeah, that's a
No.
real heavy one.
We're not going to talk about that one. I guess I'll look here for other ones. There's freezing and then burning. The freezing one. So in the winter, the naked victim was forced to stand outside in full view of everyone. Slowly, the torturer poured water on the victim's head, which eventually became frozen, making them die slowly and painfully. Sometimes the body was left for the whole winter to terrify the population to dissuade further crimes. Okay, I don't think you'd crack at just being naked, right? I don't think you would. I think you'd honestly enjoy it even, just flashing everyone.
You think you'd enjoy?
No,
that?
not me. I think you would. I think you would.
I would enjoy being naked.
I would
in front of everybody.
Yeah, and
right.
And how long do you think you'd crack as you're slowly freezing in the dead of winter?
Yeah. What do you mean?
No, like I know I crack very, very quickly because I hate the cold. But it's like I know you'd crack too. But like, how long do you think?
Maybe I would.
If
maybe I'd push
you're like it's like you're pretty determined that you don't want to give the intel up. This is like
I'd push it. I'd be like, listen, it's been 5 minutes. How about a hot chocolate? And so
you goad them on
I'll
5 minutes.
I'll start. Maybe I'll start making demands, right? I'll be like, listen, You want the info? Like, I want a nice wool knit sweater, right?
You know,
All of a sudden, they're like, "What do we get it from him?" And they're like, "Yeah, I guess so." Now I'm roasting
oh,
marshmallows and hazelnuts, right?
okay,
So that's one thing.
interesting, interesting. Now, I don't think I think just because I hate the cold anyway, I just don't think that I'd last any time at all.
Right.
Um, but burning. So in the summer, the person would be coated with a mixture of boiling water and oil while stripped naked and put out in the sun, which caused them to burn to death. Now, I don't think it actually means burning, burning. I think it's just like the
Your
heat
skin burns.
because
Yeah,
they're
you
not
wouldn't
set.
turn on
Yeah,
fire.
it's like
You
the
wouldn't
same
just
thing about stretching, like you
combust.
said, because like I think for like a little bit, it's just like you're getting tanned.
Oh, a nice little tan. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, maybe I could last a little longer at this. Because here's the thing: if it's
There's
already hot enough outside, right? Sure, the boiling water will give me burns. It'll really suck.
yeah.
But at the same time, if it's already hot enough out there, I think I'd kind of be fine, right?
There's this scene in The Punisher, the movie from like the late 2000s,
Uh
where
huh.
he's trying to get some information from a goon, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
tells him like, "Oh, you know that extreme heat and extreme cold feel the same, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he lights a blowtorch, right? And he shows it to him, and he walks behind the guy, and he pulls out like a popsicle, and he starts like slapping on the guy's back, right?
Uh huh.
And the dude, like, his nerves are telling him like, "Oh, it's the blowtorch, right? Because like the cold and the
Mm-hmm.
heat can feel the same in that instant, right?" And he's like
Mm-hmm.
screaming and yelling and like, "Oh, stop! No, please, please, no!" And he
Mm-hmm.
tells the Punisher what he wants to know. So I
Mm-hmm.
think there's fun ways to do torture.
Now, one, I do find it kind of disturbing that you're immediately associating with fun or not. But besides
It
the point,
What he
I
did was
think I
fun. He
think out of
slapped him with
either way,
popsicles. That is
I'd rather
fun.
burn. I'd rather burn because freezing to death just seems so much worse.
But
From
you no, your
like if
body
I,
shuts down.
but the pain would be a lot worse because like if you're burning in the first like few seconds, your
Is your
nerves would already get
nerves.
burnt off.
But you're not burning. You're outside though. You're
Well,
not on
okay, yeah,
fire. You're
no,
just
sorry, I'm
you're getting a skin burn.
yeah.
All your nerves are fine.
I kind of transitioned there from like just like that torture, just like literally just freezing to death or literally getting set on fire.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I'd
Well,
rather
those
get
are
set on fire.
yeah, probably.
And also the burning, I know like most people just for like the heat torture thing, I think most people would probably choose freezing and I would have felt inclined to go that way, but I just really think I just don't like the cold.
Here's if I got sent back in time to the
Uh-huh.
medieval ages, and they're like, "Oh, burn the witch,"
You're
right?
too tall. You're too tall.
Because I'm so
Execute.
big and tall, and they say burn him. I'm like, go for it, right? And they burn me, and I stop, drop, and roll because it hasn't been invented yet. And it's oh my god, whoa, what? He's done. He's not on fire anymore.
Then
Do
they
it
know you're
again,
a
right?
witch and then they stab you.
Then I stop, drop, and roll again. They're like, whoa, what? He must be our king because he can't be lit on fire.
They try and drown you in a lake and start doggy paddling.
Yeah, like oh, he swimming because that hasn't been
He's a
invented yet
furry.
either, right? I can stop and roll. I can swim. You know,
Yeah, but once again, I think they just think you're a furry, if anything.
I'm walking heel first, and they're like, "What is this?" Because they're
Oh
all
yeah, they
walking
used
on
to
their
watch.
tippy toes.
See,
Exactly.
I've tried to see that like walking like toe first. It just sounds so weird. Like I get why it's like when you didn't have like as nice shoes, you like do that to make sure, and the roads weren't as. I heard like some people say it's like shoes and then like roads weren't that great, so you always go like toe first to like make sure it's solid and then put your heel down instead of putting all your weight down.
Still, it's just like it just doesn't seem like a. No one teaches us how to walk properly. We just kind of walk, right?
Yeah, but we do that because we observe people walking heel first.
I don't know, man.
Like, was it an etiquette thing? Because like, here's the thing: if
Maybe in like
everyone
the
around
court,
you is watching, say it's torture.
in the court, like the court,
Oh,
in the
court
king's
etiquette.
court. Yeah.
I don't know. feel like there's a lot of reasons why people would want time machines, and I think like just seeing like
Yeah.
why people did things the way they did would be a pretty interesting reason why. You know what I'd do? You know that one meme where like you go back in time and give a peasant warheads? It's like I'd give a peasant like soda or fizz or not even soda, sparkling water. They'd stab me right then and there, kill me.
In the Italian, you go to Italy and they're like, "Oh yes, this is at the spring down the road,"
Shut up.
because that's how it works.
Like, oh god. I think that. Do you think you'd beat a normal peasant in a fight?
Where does he work?
Let's say he works on his own farm. He's not quite a serf. Actually, no, he would be a serf still. But let's say back in like 1358, just you get dropped in some French farm in northern France,
Yeah, I'll
and
rush him.
this one farmhand just hates you. Tries to fight you. Do you think he'd win? Because here's what I'm thinking, right? One, they
Pretty
were a lot
strong.
shorter back then, right? And sure, people like say that like farmers would be stronger because they have a more functional lifestyle. They're eating foods that are inherently healthier. But at the same time, odds are they're probably still going to be a little bit malnourished, right?
Yeah, I could just like I would crush his head quickly.
So
Right?
you'd crush this man's skull.
I
You have
would
no
like
honor.
I would clench my hands together, and
Uh-huh.
I have the height on him, right? And so I over my head, I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm also nude because like in Terminator, time
Oh,
machine, no
so
clothes,
this is in the
and
middle,
I
dead of
and I
winter
and
during
I
your freezing torture.
yeah, I crush his head. I bring my hands down, and his little weak, brittle head, because all he eats is steak, like
Rye bread.
potatoes and rye bread. And I bring it down, and his head explodes over the cabbages.
Right, so he's eating potatoes and rye bread, even though he's a cabbage farmer.
Well, the harvest hasn't come yet, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Okay.
so I would do that.
So
I would
in
do that.
the dead of winter, they're still growing cabbages.
I don't know what season it is. I don't know. Maybe they haven't really
You
invented
just said
farming
this is
yet.
during your freezing torture.
Well, maybe like they're not this brightest, right? Maybe like they're just trying to, maybe it's in like southern France. It's nicer there,
All right.
Mediterranean.
Now,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like versus
so
like a dude 10,000 years ago.
mhm.
Walking, running the marathon every day. He's probably kind of strong,
Now, here's what I think.
Limber. Yeah.
I'd say I get sent back to the height of the Roman Republic. Maybe late Republic. Maybe like when we're getting into the Imperial Rome, when a gladiatorial combat is an all-time high, right? Because here's the thing, right?
Right.
I think we talked about this last time. I remember just talking about how like a lot of gladiators didn't actually fight, right?
Yeah, it's theater.
Like they didn't want to kill. They killed. Like some of them would even give like advertisements. We talked about that.
Mhm.
What if I steal the WWE? Everyone, I feel like I never watch it, but I feel like a lot of people in elementary school would always talk about WWE, how great it was, right?
Oh yeah.
Wrestling in ancient Greece, to a lesser extent Rome, was very popular. Obviously, the most popular sport was chariot racing, but wrestling was still pretty popular, right?
Yeah.
And sure, in Rome, they wouldn't have that great like social standing because you're an entertainer. They didn't have great standing, but you'd still be wealthy. So I could just be like create WWE wrestling
Okay.
in the Roman Colosseum. I'll call myself. I don't know. Like, do I feel like I feel bad taking the Undertaker or taking the name John Cena, Rey
No,
Mysterio?
that's
I
perfect.
wouldn't
Because
steal
like
him.
it wouldn't make any sense.
Does Rey Mysterio make any sense now?
Just yeah,
Okay, okay, never mind.
the Undertaker is because he's like an Undertaker.
I think I'd have to choose like something named like a giant because I'm not as tall as you, but I'd still be very tall for their time, right?
Right.
So maybe
Little tiny puny Romans.
Gregor the Tall
Yeah.
or no Geromonicus. I choose Geromonicus the Tall. That's my name, and that's my wrestling name. I have like them do like some sort of like ancient Roman rendition of Darude Sandstorm as my intro song.
Oh, so it's like a little like acapella, like.
Yeah.
"Do-do-do-do,
I don't
do-do-do-do,
remember how it goes.
do-do-do-do-do-do."
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I come in, right, and like the crowd is loving me, right. Here's the thing:
Right.
they've seen people rip each other apart. They've seen like a man get mauled by a lion, another man get his like skull crushed by a
Yeah, but they're
by
not
an elephant,
ready.
and they've seen you just crush the skull of like we're sending
Yeah,
you back here
a
to you
man.
buck naked crush the skull of some poor farmer,
And then you
and
unveil
then
the
I come in.
cage.
I come in. There's the cage. I'm like, yeah, ah! And then I just like
Hell
come
in
in
a
and just
cage.
like I start off by like clotheslining someone, and then once they're on the ground, I like flip them over my back and then and suplex them, and the crowd roars. That's what I do.
Oh my
I don't know
god.
where I was going with this bit. I for some reason I just thought it'd be really funny
No, I like the
to
idea
create
of like,
WWE wrestling in ancient Rome.
yeah, of like having like it's the same show every day.
But and I could just create like this long, elaborate lore. And then, for all you know, like goes down time, and then I'm like the next Hercules. They talk about like Germanicus the Tall,
No,
and then I
literally, like you combine the best of like theater and sport, right? Because that's what
Mhm.
WWE is, right? You
Yeah,
combine those two things, and you're like you're in history forever,
hmm
right?
and I just think there would be something very poetic about it. Because, like I'm saying, if we either of us get a
Absolutely.
time machine, right, we have to decide to go back and do that. Because then, if I studied Greek and Roman history in like first year, right? So I'll talk about theater and Colosseum and sports and everything. So I would have heard about myself if I went back in time
Oh
because
man.
I would have been so popular. So in 5 seconds, if we Google
If
search Germanicus at all and it comes up, that means we successfully created a time machine.
okay,
Okay, Germanicus the Tall. I'm
Jeremokus the
so
Tall.
disappointed. Now,
All the singers in the Jingle Jangle movie?
yeah, I'm just seeing Jingle Jangle.
What the fuck is
Um,
Jingle Jangle?
so I'm very disappointed that neither of us created
The
a time machine.
invention of Geronicus Jangle? Yo, what? Is
I am
Key from Key and Peele in here? Keegan
God.
Michael Key? Oh my god.
I'm kind of just really disappointed now that Germanicus the Tall was never there in ancient Rome.
You know, maybe not yet.
Not yet. Maybe. This is a dumb bit. Also, I'm still
No, no,
fuming
no,
about
no.
sparkling water right now. I'm still
You
fuming.
gotta drop it.
No, I
People
won't.
like sparkling water. Like, you ever been down? Like, okay, how many? What, you're gonna walk down the water section? Oh, a Fiji. A Fiji water. Is that what you do? First of
I
all,
also don't like Fiji water. It's
sustainable. I
overrated.
get my sparkling water in a can.
You're saying screw you. Hot take. I like tap water more than bottled water.
I drink tap
Tastes
water
better.
for still water.
Don't call it still water. It's just water.
It's
You're
still
you have the
water.
you have
It's
the
still
messed up water. It's not still. It's just water.
messed up
You have
water.
messed up. You have the water for extra steps. Tap water is just water. It's not still water. I will strike you down where you stand if you call it still water again. I hate you. You're awful.
In the context of the discussion, I need to qualify what water we're talking about, because maybe to some people the default is sparkling water. You know, like the Italians.
Maybe you should try calling someone.
Italian dinner water.
You try calling someone. I call two people. You call someone.
It's okay, because I know if I call someone, they're gonna say they like sparkling water.
Yeah, you're afraid. No one
I'd
likes
call
sparkling
Michelle.
water.
Michelle only drinks sparkling water
Then why would you call her?
because I know she likes it.
Yeah, I didn't call people that I know would like it because that's biased.
So
Even though I did end up getting
that was a
betrayed
bad
fully
move
by
by you. Then
Ethan.
you should have called someone you know
50%.
didn't like it.
I am honest. I'm not dishonest. I'd rather die standing than live kneeling.
What is that? What? Are you gonna die standing up?
um,
You're in
I'm just
in the hospital. It's like your last days. Like I gotta get up.
I gotta get up, and I just
Wait.
die
Just
and
wait.
immediately fall down because
Get me
I'm
my
dead.
walker. I need to be standing.
God,
Yeah.
I hate you.
What? No.
You're awful. You're awful.
We don't have
Henry.
really time for it. I want to talk about next episode Scientology and just how
Ooh.
fun that is, but I don't think we have time this episode.
Yeah, one, we don't have time. Two, I don't know if I define it as fun, if I'm going to be 100% honest here.
Scientology?
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Is it, though?
Yeah, it's like science. It's like literally like a science fiction novel.
It's science with extra steps.
Basically, like what a ridiculous. It's like I watched. They had like this video on YouTube, and it was like the leader, something, Michael Cabbage or whatever his name is, and he's like talking in their headquarters, and there's just people walking by in the background, but there's way too many people that then like could realistically be working or present in the Scientology center, and I think they're also like on a circuit or like on a loop, because it's just you'll see like people sitting, people going upstairs, people going downstairs, people coming in, people going out, but they're all on the same track, right? No one deviates from this in out up down track, right? It's just something off about it. But that's
they probably
all.
drink sparkling water there, right?
They probably got sparkling water on tap, like blessed by Xenu or whatever they call it, you know. But that is something for a later episode, and I think without pushing the boundaries of podcasting, we should wrap it up here.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us in our heated discussion of sparkling versus still water. Sparkling water obviously is
no. I was refraining from having a last point in there. We're not putting another point. We can talk. We'll go back to bananas. Yes, it is a beverage.
Still water is also a drink.
No, just water is a great drink, the best drink.
You need to, but water, like sparkling water, is still water.
Ah!
It doesn't stop being water. Okay, we're not going to get into it. Thank you for joining us. Episode 17.
58.
Sorry for the big delay. We were busy. Things came up, but we're gonna try and be back on schedule for next week.
Yeah, like we always say.
Maybe fun religions. Maybe some not fun religions. Okay.
I know a lot of not fun ones.
That sounds.
God, you're awful. Well, it was nice seeing everyone here. I mean, wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.